Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome again. Hello, it's me, Mia Fran again. Welcome back to my channel and to another episode of Utano Podcast, or the Utapod for short, if you want to call it that, whatever. Today, we're just having a chill stream. We're going to just talk about whatever y'all want to talk about in the chat, or like I guess whatever we can think of Utapod related. Because I haven't really prepared anything, to be honest, guys, because it's been a long 2 weeks, couple weeks since our last episode, and I've been busy at work. I haven't had time to really do anything except that. But I got to keep to my word, and we do podcasts every 2 weeks, except for this month. So first and foremost, before we start, I am gonna do another episode next week because someone that I had promised to be on the show, they're finally able to be here, so they're gonna come on next week, not 2 weeks from now, because 2 weeks from now I'm gonna be coming back from Chicago, and I don't want to do a podcast on the day that I come home from being on a trip and being on an airplane. No, I can't do that. So we're gonna have an episode next Friday as well. And then I am going to be on a little hiatus for 2 weeks, and then we'll do our July episodes. So no episodes on the 23rd or the 30th. We'll do an episode on the 16th, and then we'll be back after that on the 7th because I'm tired. And also, the 7th is going to be after Anime Expo. Now, I am not going to Anime Expo this year because money is tight, and I'm going to a Fall Out Boy concert, and I'm going to go to Disneyland in September for my birthday, so that's already 2 trips where I have to spend a shit ton of money to do stuff. So I couldn't do Anime Expo this year, but, I mean, the Uta pre-fodder at Anime Expo is the same as last year. It's literally the same. They're playing Triple S. I think it's the Love and Dream one again. I think it's the same one they played last year. So, and it's only for one day this time, one showing only. So if you are going to Anime Expo, you only have one. I don't know what day it's on because I'm not going, but you can go look up when it's happening on their website, and you can see when that's happening. So if you missed it last year for some reason, you can go watch it this year if you're going again. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Anime Expo, maybe I'll go next year. Maybe next year they'll have a Star Wars Tours showing. I'm surprised they don't have one, or they didn't announce one. But anyway, we've got Hikaze Princess back here on the podcast again. Sorry for the long intro.
No worries.
You're welcome back. Welcome back. This is your 3rd time on the podcast.
Yes.
You're getting up there. Like I said, where on the 10th time, you're able to, like, choose a topic to talk about for the next time you're on. After your
so don't tell me I'm in the running for that.
So far you are. You and Mimi, and who else? Because it's not just Mimi too. It's Mina. Yeah, those 2 are also in the running because they've been on the podcast more than once.
Right.
They've only been on it twice though. Oh no, hasn't Mimi been on 3 times? I can't remember. It's wow. We only have 11. We're only on episode 11, and several people have been on this several times. So I think that's success.
Hey, every anime's got to have recurring characters.
Yes, exactly. So today we're just gonna have a chill stream. We just kind of talk about whatever Utapri related thing we want to talk about. We can continue our conversation from last week if you'd like. But before that, I do want to say it's already the 10th in Japan, but today, yesterday in Japan, today in the West, it is a lot of people's birthdays in Utapri today. Because I forgot, because some of these characters aren't because one character isn't in the anime. Well, he's mentioned in the anime, and I forgot that people count Satsuki too. But today is Natsuki and Sho's birthday, so in turn it's also Sasuke and Kaoru, which is Sho's twin brother. It's also their birthday as well. So yeah, we are celebrating, and I put in a crap ton of hashtags on the thing because there's 4 hashtags going for the birthdays today. So happy birthday to our fave guy who likes cute things and guy who is cute thing today.
Our favorite tall shorty combo.
Yeah, our favorite tall short combo kings. Yeah. Yeah. So we can kind of like center our conversation around them a little bit for a little while. So did you have anything specific you wanted to talk about or mention or what have you?
Well, nothing specific, but when you said it's a lot of people's birthday, I'm started thinking, who did I miss? You mentioned Satsuki, and I
Yeah.
know he's technically Natsuki, but I would consider his birthday whenever the first day he appeared was.
Yeah.
Not necessarily Natsuki's birthday.
Well, I only said that because when I was typing in the hashtags, that was one of the hashtags that is trending.
Wow.
So like when you do hashtag, whenever someone in Utsupri's birthday, like, you know, they do the hashtags and stuff. And so like I put in the hashtag and I type in hashtag Utsupri and like it generates it for me. Like as like, cause it's trending. And so that like, of course Natsuki and Sho was on there. And then I noticed, I'm like, oh, Satsuki's is there. And then also Kaoru, which is Sho's brother. I'm like, oh yeah, he exists as well.
Yeah, Kaoru I knew. Satsuki, I'm not gonna fight that too hard. It's just I'm being hyper technical about it.
Yeah. I mean, because technically he wasn't created at the same time that Natsuki was born, you know. But I guess it makes it easier.
Yeah, I guess because at least for a time they were the same person.
Yeah, so you know it counts. But technically, his birthday is a different day. Well, I don't know what day that is because they never said the exact date and time. But you know.
And they never. And if it had been on Natsuki's birthday, they would have said something.
Yeah, because that would have added more to the trauma.
Right. And more to the, I don't know, I guess, poignancy of their relationship.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we can definitely talk about like so the only reason why on this podcast I'm very hesitant to like use clips or play music is because previously in other streams where it hasn't been a podcast, where it's just me streaming on here and I've been just chatting and talking and chilling, I've watched anime OPs on here, like reacted to them live with people in the chat, and my videos get muted, like the VOD gets muted at a certain point, or it like makes the stream stop for a little bit. Because copyright, like it immediately does it. So that's the only reason why I'm hesitant, but we could try.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you explored my YouTube channel. I posted a one of those anime theme song quizzes, my reaction to it. And when I found the original video, the audio for at least one of the songs was already muted. But I wouldn't have okay, I didn't know that song anyway, so. But then the rest of them, I think it was no problem. And even when I posted it.
Alright. The Japan fandom celebrates his birthday on Natsuki's birthday. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, see, Mimi's been on 3 times as well.
Welcome to the Three Peters Club.
Yes. So, y'all, I mean, it doesn't matter who gets it first, because, you know, it's open to everybody who's been on it 10 times or more.
I would say if you have me and Mimi on the show at the same time, that's gonna be like, okay, who?
Because then you can, well, like I mentioned, I stole this idea from another podcast, but
right.
I mean, because you can save it, you can put it in your back pocket if you want to. You don't have to use it after 10 times. You can use it after 10 times You can use it after 11 or 12 or whatever, but you can only use it once.
All right. You don't get another shot at 20 appearances?
No. Nope. Still waiting on that first stage reaction video. Yeah.
Oh, that can be arranged.
Yes, it can be arranged for sure. Another thing I thought about doing with like the live stages and stuff is like, see, the only problem is like, I want to do like an actual live reaction, like a commentary or something, you know, like YouTube commentary channels where they do like a live posting where it's like, hey, you can download my track where I'm just talking over the whole thing and then you just play it at the same time as the movie or whatever.
Yeah, like a, I don't know, behind the scenes dubbing or something.
Yeah, something like that. Like, yeah, like a movie commentary. Like, I've thought about doing it like that, where like if you want to like actually hear it while it's happening, you'd have to like have your own copy or a way to watch like the stage, and then you just listen to my live commentary as it's happening. So I've thought about doing something like that. That way, you don't have to look at the screen of like us talking like this, or you can watch the thing and you just have us on in the background. But
Right.
I don't know how many people have access to like the stages and stuff.
I
reacted to like episodes of the anime or even Module of Kingdom and Stars tours. That's easier because you can get a High Dive subscription and use it for like that day and then get rid of it.
I'm gonna be honest. I have some of the full stages that I think I had gotten from YouTube, except for the 6th stage or the 5th and 6th that someone sent me through Google Files.
Yeah, so I like my thing is like, yeah, I'm totally down to do that, but see.
Yeah. That makes sense, actually.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me because like the live stages are like, because it's like a concert.
Yeah.
So
there's plenty of footage of those.
Yeah, well, also like it's more accessible as like, you know, a consumer, because it's like, oh, I'm just a general fan of Utapri. Oh, I want to watch the live stage, or like I couldn't go to the concert. Let's buy it on Blu-ray and watch it. Whereas like the stage plays, I feel like you kind of have to be in like, you have to be interested in it to like seek it out.
Yeah, because if you don't know Utapri, you're not gonna know the context.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that's my option. Or what I thought about doing was like, well, that's really the only way to do it, because if I try to show any of that footage like live, like you know, if I'm like trying to like if I were to change the screen where we share my screen and we're on the side here and then we have the big screen here, and the, you know, how when we share someone's screen and they show a presentation on, as we've done before, if I tried to do it like that, I still feel like the stream would get taken down.
I wonder if there's a way we could like find that out before we try it.
Yeah, the only way I feel like the only way to try it is to like try doing it, but I don't know, because the thing is like the copyright system is like so different all over the world. Like it's like not like all the rules aren't the same. So that's like the other problem is like, well, shit, I don't know. I mean, my thing is like, I'm really just doing it for like the international English speaking fans. Like, you know, if anyone in Japan watches it, like, how are they gonna understand? Like, they don't speak English. Like, why do they care?
Right.
What I'm saying. Yes,
this is true.
It's true. I can't even remember what the first one I ever saw was, or like clips of. It might have been clips of like the first stage, maybe. Back when I first got into Utapri, because it's like, oh, I want to see, like, maybe I typed in one of the songs or something and there was a clip of it on YouTube, or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I can't remember. All I know is that somehow I was able to get access to a Google Doc folder, and I was able to watch like all the lives up to that point. I think like the 6th live had like just come out, or had just been added. So yeah, I've never watched one of the lives with fan subs. I've just watched the raw, like, full videos.
I have at least one. I've seen at least one of them subbed, and I think it was the 4th live. I remember. Yeah, I remember that because when I first saw footage where they sang Masquerade Mirage, I freaked out because I'm like, oh my god, I've wanted to see that live so much.
Yeah, the only clips I've seen fan subbed are like from the Stars World live where they're doing like playing the games.
Oh yeah.
There's like clips of that, but that's the only one I've seen with like fan subs.
Well, I will say not the whole thing was subbed, because when Shimono did his little improv song, the person
yeah.
actually put subtitles like, I'm sorry, I don't know what he's saying, I don't know what he's going for. I'm like, that I can understand.
The trailer from the first or second
Yeah.
on YouTube for years. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's like little pockets of YouTube where they don't care like what's there.
Definitely.
But also guys, look, I got a new chair. I finally have a chair with a headrest. It's like can you hear me? I'm like so far away from the mic now.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Because my neck hurts. But yeah, I've like yeah, there's like, you know, like I said, little pockets of YouTube where, you know, they haven't found those clips just yet and deleted them for copyright or whatever. But
yeah. I think it was actually, I haven't looked to see if it was still there, but since seeing the 6th stage, I found just a little clip of just Justice Impulse, and I haven't looked for the rest of it, and I haven't seen if it was still there, but I did it. I showed it to a friend of mine, and then I went and found him the clip from the anime, because like, see, that's what this scene's supposed to look like, and that's why they're flipping all over the place.
That's why they're fighting in the air, because they do it in the anime, because they're anime characters.
Yes. But there's only so much you can do to recreate that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have the 7th stage Blu-ray. Let me get it, and I'll show the camera. Maybe we can react to that. I have the 7th stage Blu-ray, and I have the 6th stage on DVD. I'm stupid. Like, I thought it was the Blu-ray because the listing said the Blu-ray, and then when it came to me, it was the fucking DVD. So,
oh wow,
cries, but it's fine. It's fine. Also, guys, if you haven't pre-ordered Stars Tours, the Blu-ray from Sentai, please pre-order it, so that way they know that people want more Utapri shit in the States.
Mm-hmm.
So go pre-order it. It's $25. It's just $25 for a Blu-ray, and it's on pre-order. I've already pre-ordered mine because I also think they probably added in the bonus encore of 1000%. I think they put it in on the Blu-ray. I would hope so, because it's not on High Dive. Okay, let me look at
no joke. The only thing I know about Animelo's Summer Live is whatever they call them, the theme songs for the entire thing. She wants to get the DVD. I hope.
All right.
You good?
Yes. Luckily, my shelf is just over there. Anyway, I mean, you can watch my unboxing of this on my YouTube channel. It's the latest video that I uploaded 9 months ago. So yes, sorry I haven't uploaded in 9 months. But what?
Well, now you know.
So how am I supposed to watch that encore? What is this?
Google and hope it's somewhere out there on the internet.
I think I had tried to do that, and I got jack squat. So if anybody has a link to that, I would love to watch it. I just want to watch the stupid little encore where they sing 1,000%. Is that too much to ask people?
I found a clip of them performing that not from one of the Majilov lives, and I have no idea the context. But, oh no, wait, it's not 1,000, it's 2,000%. And to a certain degree, they're all dancing like the characters do, and I'm like, oh my gosh!
Okay,
Low-key.
so here I'll be more in depth than I was in my YouTube video. I can only show so much, but I'll show it to you guys here that are unable to, that want to see more. Okay, so here's the full, like, and I gotta put all this shit back in here. I took everything out. But anyways, here's the full box. So there's the front. You can see it has everyone on it, all three groups.
In their t-shirts.
Yes. Here's the spine.
Yes.
So you got 7th stage right there. And then here's the back cover. So you have all of Starish here. And they have the cuts there. For Quartet
because that's the one without Tatsune, isn't it?
Yes. The Quartet Knights, there's no Tatsune. And then Heavens, there's no what's his name, Nobunaga?
Tsubasa Yonaga?
Yeah, Yonaga, sorry. There's no Yonaga. Because
he had some vocal nodule.
He was already not going to attend.
Yeah.
They had already planned that. He was not going to attend either way.
Poor baby.
And then Tatsune took a break from any performing, even though they had planned for him to be in the live.
Right.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? That's such
Y'all are
bullshit.
kind of jerking her around with these.
They put theatrical version that what the fuck, man? God, fuck you, High Dive. I already paid them money, so whatever. They got my money. I'm gonna get the Blu-ray anyways. But like,
I mean, I've heard of worse things happening with theatrical anime films.
Yeah.
Didn't even know if this one was theatrical.
So here's the Blu-ray, like the actual Blu-ray thing. The Blu-ray thing. It's the same thing. It's the same. It's just smaller. And then there's 2 discs. So there's disc 1, if the light would, and there's disc 2.
Oh, nice.
I think disc 2 is like the bonus features. It has like the behind the scenes stuff, like it's just like them getting ready and hanging out and shit.
As we all love that stuff.
Before it happens, where they all just where they all just stand and talk backstage and do random things.
Or yeah, like the clips of them during the original Resonance performance. Everybody was looking at the camera and just going, "Original Resonance."
Yes, the backstage stuff while the show's going on.
Just being the general goofballs that they are.
Yes. So then you have 2 booklets. So this is the smaller one. Again, the front is the same. They really like this picture. They use it 3 times.
Yeah. Is one of the booklets is like a track listing or something?
Yes. So this is the one that has the set list.
Yeah.
So it has the set list right here. You can see all the songs that they perform. And then you have the arena there.
Arena!
And so then you have it has the lyrics. So you've got all the songs.
In Japanese?
Yes, in Japanese. Yeah, this is the Japanese Blu-ray. They're going to be in Japanese. There's no
Oh,
English Blu-ray of these, unfortunately. I wish to God there was.
well, and it's not like they're gonna print the lyrics in Romaji either.
No, they wouldn't. I think that would be different. Maybe they would have the translated lyrics, but I don't
Yeah,
think they would have like
because apparently Romaji's not good.
no, they wouldn't do that. They'd probably print the lyrics in Japanese and then print like the translation next to it.
Yeah.
But you can't unfortunately like when I cuz I've showed my mom Utapri before and when they've sung, she like tries to sing like what the translation is at the bottom.
Oh, she tries to sing to the tune of,
Yeah, and
oh.
I'll be like, mother, that's not how it works. I'm like, that's the literal translation. That's not like the way the song's written.
Yeah, I mean, like, there are proper English covers of Japanese songs, but to an extent, I'm kind of like, it's not the same."
No, it's not. And like I think that's the trouble with like localization is like because you're localizing a song, it's the same with poetry. Like the language that it's originally in, it's kind of hard to like translate it and make it sound good in another language unless the song was like written for more than one language to like use it however they want.
Yeah.
Like
But it's
um
and especially the parts of their songs that are in English. Like, take Modulov 1000 for a sec, they go, le is it sa let's song.
yeah,
That's not English. And it's not like an English translation is gonna change it to "let's sing" because that
yeah.
wouldn't be accurate.
Yeah, so yeah, these are all in Japanese. All the lyrics, except the parts that are in English, of course.
Such as it is.
Even when they don't make sense in English. Like, I don't know what I just want to be kiss you means, but I know they're saying I want to be kissing you, but like
Yeah, and then
well that's what the
I
translation says. That's how it makes sense in English. Like of course the lyrics sound better when it's I just want to be kiss you cuz it goes with like the rhythm and like the way the song's written musically,
yeah,
but still it's kind of like I don't know what the hell that means.
and then I'm very certain this is a Starish song, if not General Utapri, but is at least a song has, "Dear My Princess." I'm like, well, in English, we would say "My dear princess." I
Yeah.
don't know who.
Yeah, see here I found up down up. So here's the you have the lyrics there. If the camera would focus, Jesus Christ. Um, but like some of okay, so like I just want to be with you. That makes sense in English. That's grammatically correct.
But is that like a full sentence or is "with you" in parentheses or something?
No, it's like a full sentence.
Okay.
But then
'Cause I'm
there's
like,
I just want
sometimes
to
that
be.
yeah, like that "with you" or the "kiss you" sounds like it's what the backing vocals are singing while
Yeah,
the main guys are
yeah,
doing their
right,
thing.
right. I know what you mean. No, it's a full sentence, and then there's I just want to be kiss you. I don't know what that means. Um, I just want to be meet you.
Hmm.
I know it makes sense because the syllable counts make sense.
Yeah, and plus some of it could just be their pronunciation.
And
Like,
I
maybe
just
they are
want
saying "kissing you," but you just can't hear the "ing."
and then I just want to be hold you.
"Hold you."
Yeah, it's still I like the song. I'm just like it just interests me. It's just interesting to like as obviously we are English speakers first and foremost. Like English is our first language, I assume.
Right.
Um, I will, I don't know. Some people might have learned. I could have told you Spanish was my first language. It's not, but I I could have lied. Anyways, um, but yeah,
Well, I
because
mean
we speak English fluently as our first language. Obviously, like I'm gonna point out, yeah, that doesn't make sense. I don't know what that means, but like I understand why it's written that way. It's just interesting.
yeah.
Gotta wait for those fan subs. Yeah,
Yeah, and I don't know why I didn't think of this the first time, but, Nanayuro no Compass, the line "fly to sky." That would sound funny to an English speaker, but it's like when
Yeah,
we sing along to it, we can't help but sing it the same way.
Fly to Sky. I love that. Yeah,
Fly the sky.
that's now that you mention it, yeah, that one's kind of strange.
But it just doesn't work any other way.
Yeah. Well, right, because they're writing it like, oh, that just sounds good. It's something in English. It sounds cool. Which like
Yeah,
I totally get.
I don't even remember how the translation for that part of the song was written. But I mean, I could find out, but that
I mean, it's the same as like you know the song La Bamba?
yeah.
Yeah. You know, like that song's in Spanish, right? In Spanish, that song doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and the little
Like,
Spanish I understand, I'm like,
yeah, like the way
okay.
that like the lyrics so like makes absolutely no sense in Spanish. Like it's just like what it's like a rant. It's a song about nothing. It doesn't like you're singing about nothing. But
Right.
it
And
sounds cool, and it became like a super popular song, you know, stateside. Like people really like that song.
yeah.
But like in
Oh,
Spanish, like that, what the hell? Why do you keep saying "Yo no soy marinero"? You're saying like I'm not a sailor. Like what does that mean?
well, it wasn't even him. He took it, I think, from a
Right?
Mexican folk song.
Yeah.
And
See,
he
that's
didn't
the other
even
thing.
speak Spanish.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing is like a lot of those songs, those kinds of songs, they're like it's either like one way or the other. Like they took a song, like an American song in English, and they translated it into Spanish, or they did the opposite and took a song in Spanish and translated it into English.
Yeah, and I've never heard this, but there is a Japanese song that in foreign markets is called Sukiyaki. And in the 80s or 90s, Selena did a Spanish language cover of the English translation. And I'm like, that couldn't have been easy.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
it's like the
triple.
song was
It's like
translated from Japanese
translated
to
twice.
English, and then her team translated it into Spanish, and that's the version she did. Like,
Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard
exactly.
that song.
I've never, well, I have, and I haven't, because in Japan it's under a different title.
Anniversary predictions. I don't know.
Oh, like predictions for what the anniversary is gonna hold?
I'm going to predict that they're going to not announce anything having to do with Dolce Vita.
Makes sense.
They're gonna say nothing. That's one of my predictions. I don't know. I'm sure they'll come out with like something really cute, like in terms of like merch. I would assume, or like the website is gonna be like a little bit different. I would hope that maybe they'd want to do like another like YouTube channel thing that they did with April Fools, because I think a lot of people really liked it. I thought it was cool. I mean, they were doing trends from like 2015 YouTube, but still, like, it was interesting. I liked it. But yeah, I'm not sure. Predictions. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. So let's think about it while I show more of the little booklets here. So if you have your own predictions, please put them in the chat, and we'll talk about that as I show you the rest of the booklet. Well, because there's another booklet after this. Okay, so you have all the lyrics, right? So we have all the lyrics, and they're in order of like the set list of the
Right.
content. And then you have pictures. So you've got pictures of everyone
Pictures.
that's there. So everyone gets
Like-
their own page.
Like, okay, like promotional photo. Oh no, like still shots.
Like photos from the actual show.
Oh, wait, that one on the left-hand page, that is a great picture of Tarashi.
Which one, the one at the top?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a great.
So like you have that. I'm fucking up the camera because I don't know how to orient myself because I'm looking at my screen here on the screen. So if I'm fucking it up, I'm sorry.
Don't
So,
worry,
yeah.
I'll direct you.
Yeah, so everyone gets their own page,
Yes.
and there's hair. I have hair falling out everywhere. My damn hair just keeps falling out. Okay, next two, and they of course they do it in order, so everyone's in order by number.
Woo!
So you've got. I wish my freaking hands would. Okay, there you go, much better.
My guys.
Okay, so this.
Does Mamoru ever take a bad photo?
So this is the Colorfully Spark outfit, isn't it? I think. And look, it looks nothing like it does in the movie, and I hate that.
Wait, whoa. What do you mean colorfully spark? Tokyo wasn't in that song.
Kaleidoscope. Sorry, Kaleidoscope. Sorry, they both have. Okay, kaleidoscopes are colorful. Okay, and then colorfully has the word colorful in it. I'm tired.
Well, tell me this: do the outfits in the movie aren't the same as on the album covers, right?
That's I think they are for their group outfits. But look, that's not the outfit from the movie. Like the one he wears in the Tokyo wears in Kaleidoscope. It's not that one. Yet, like
he still looks fantastic, though. Don't tell me that.
Yeah, he does. He does. But
has that man ever taken a bad photo?
I wish the outfits looked the same.
Keita Maruyama. That's some. Yes. Dude knows how to work it.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. Do they have the?
You know that every time he performs Shine, he does that touch me thing. I'm like, oh, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Oh yeah. At Anime Expo when he was there, he did that in front of everybody. And
I wish I could have gone.
That was like the most like fan servicey thing I've ever seen in real life.
Well. Yeah, because I would argue the music video for Egoistic is pretty.
Now I want to go listen to that song. Anyways, the Mamoru Miyano
we're gonna
song
do that as soon as we stop.
By the way, guys, he has a song called Egoistic as well. If you didn't already know.
That was the song that got me back into him as a singer because I kind of I had lapsed a little, but then I see that video and I'm like,
how dare!
I'm like, this is hot.
Okay.
And I usually never say that about videos.
Oh, like, oh, it was a hot video. Yeah, I don't really ever say that.
I was like, that was the sexiest he's ever looked.
Yeah, I don't. It's one of those things that like I would write something out like that. I would type it out, or I would like think something like that in my head, but I don't normally say that like out loud. Unless I'm by myself.
Well, here's the thing. Have you ever seen Shota Aoi's video for Eclipse?
No.
Oh my god, same thing. It's just like, you're watching this like, that is hot.
I'll have to watch it.
Generally, I will... The full version is no longer on YouTube, but I will send you the link to the short one.
Yeah, send it to me. I'll watch it.
I was like, yeah, he's always exuded more cute and beautiful, but in that video, I'm like, dude, you're freaking sexy.
Yeah, see it live. I mean, isn't it? It's in one of the lives, but like to actually see it in front of your face live is it's like
and experience the full touch me for every minute it's worth.
Yeah, unfortunately, like with stuff like that, like with the Anime Expo thing, of course, like we couldn't record anything or you couldn't take any pictures. Right. I think they did record it like for archival purposes.
Yeah, or for like a DVD thing.
But I just have my memory. Like I could, I can't. I can only think about what happened. Okay. Anyways, next page or next two pages. Okay. I'm like trying to like. Sure. So this Suabe.
Suabe.
See, look. There's the Dear Love outfit. See, that's like kind of looks the same. Sorry, my nails look terrible. I just got new press-ons I'm gonna put on later.
No worries.
Tomorrow, guys. So I promise my nails will look nicer again in future videos. Anyways,
I'm just
Uh,
gonna say this. I like Suabe better with dark hair.
I do too. I do too.
He went blonde for the sixth life. I'm like, no,
Just
please,
his
dude,
hair
no. I'm trying
all
not
the
to think about how
time.
old you. Trying not to think about how old he is, but that didn't help.
He changes his hair all the time. I think his hair is different actually in this other booklet that I have here. Oh yeah, it's different. It's not even
But I
dark.
like him
And
the
he's
best in the fourth or fifth live, whichever one had the Revolution songs. Because that one it was like black, but like not long, not short. That was his best look as far as I'm concerned.
But yeah, I agree. I like Suabe with darker hair.
Yes.
Whenever
He has
he
the delusion that he's still young.
when he dyes it like blonde or whatever, I'm just
Mm.
like I it looks nice. I still like it, but
I'm the same. I was the same about Tatsun when he first started appearing in these, because his hair was kind of like dirty blonde, but his eyebrows were still black.
oh
I'm like, this
cool.
doesn't work. Ah,
Okay. Ren went to his store for his birthday. Oh, interesting. Okay,
nice.
maybe something will be revealed. I don't know.
Well, who knows?
Okay, next. So then we've got Toriyumi and the hat. I think
He always wears the hat.
he has different hats.
Yeah.
And then you have Olive Starish.
Best boys.
Yeah. And then next is Quartet Knight. So here's Quartet Knight. Or 3 of Quartet Knight. So you
my
get Morikubo looking fly as hell. And then you got
my baby, my baby.
yeah, see here's the up down up outfit. Like it looks similar to the anime, to the movie.
I wouldn't expect anything less from Shota. By the way, can you tell I'm biased?
Yes. I can tell. That's okay. Okay, then there's
Well, this is the reason I got into him. Ooh.
and then you got Quartet
Somebody
Knight.
knows what he's doing.
Because yeah, Tatsun's not there. He's in the other booklet though. He's in this booklet because of course they planned for him to be there, and this is like a photo shoot that happened before.
Like during rehearsals?
I don't know about during rehearsals. I just know it's clearly before because some people's hair is different colors.
Right. I mean, like they would record stuff like that for behind the scenes purposes.
So now, and then you've got Heavens, and see their outfits are like the same as like the movie. Oh no,
Ono does what he does.
And then you got these two.
Yuma. He's a sweet.
They're doing the Heavens that thing. The H.
Oh man. Now I want to go watch that quiz pre-video with them.
Yeah.
When they play
now
Heaven's Gate, they're doing the.
Look up all the quiz pre stuff. Okay, so then we've got.
I'll find all the ones I have and send them to you.
These two. And then there's Heavens. Right there. And they've got a unit song, so then they do all the unit songs from Modular Kingdom.
Oh yeah, I just saw the up down up.
Yeah,
group.
see look, there's their outfits. They're very similar to the ones in the movie.
Well, at least the color scheme is still there. If nothing else, they're
not like one for one or anything like that, but they're very similar. Again, here, egoistic. And then
I'm gonna remain impartial because I haven't seen that.
And then the ones that aren't present, their voices are played over the sound system, like a recording.
That makes sense.
So you can still hear them sing, and they're just not physically present. And then, which one's this one? Feather in the Hand?
Yeah, probably. Because, I mean, that's Mino in the back, right?
Yeah. Oh, here's this one. And they have the flowers. and they actually glowed their colors.
Oh, I know the title, I just can't say it right. Soai Tromarai or something?
Yeah. And then here's Colorfully Spark. See, they've got yellow balloons.
I like that song.
And then you have Kaleidoscope, where instead of hoverboards, they're just on like hot air balloon thingies. And their outfits look nothing
why
like
not?
the movie, and it makes me mad.
Well, there's probably a reason for that.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's a reason, but it's not like it's a complicated looking outfit or whatever. Anyways.
Well, probably just safety reasons.
So then there's That's the whole thing. And then you get this giant picture at the end with confetti.
Woo!
And then credits. And that's the end of that book. That's that booklet. And then you have the bigger booklet, the fatter booklet.
Yes.
And this is the cover. The little logo. The spine. The back. And it has the dates on there because they only did this for 2 days.
Honestly, isn't that usually how it goes?
Yeah. Mino. Yeah, there you go.
Yay.
What was the
Mino's like low-key smoldering.
Yeah, they've been very excited.
Yeah.
I mean, they cried at the end of the new stage because they were so happy.
Kind of a new thing to have him. To have them.
I wish Broccoli gave. I mean, yeah, they really like so many thoughts with the Quartz Night portion of the stage. What are your thoughts?
As well you should, Mimi.
What are your thoughts on the Quartet Night portion of that stage? I would like to know.
Well, Quartet Night does their thing.
Okay, so first when you open it, it has this thing. So it has their pictures.
Nice.
All 3 groups. And you have this, like, it folds out. So first you have Starish. So look, it's like a photo shoot.
Aww. Look at the boys. And
then look. See, Tatsune is there in this photo shoot.
Arr.
And so then of course they plan to only have 6 members of Heavens. Anyways, they have boring credits at the beginning. And then you have just like everyone has their own photo shoot. And these little block letters that spell like their character's name, which is cool.
That's definitely giving me circus vibes.
Yeah. And then you have a special interview in Japanese.
Yay!
So I can't read what this says. Woo! I'm gonna guess that he's saying it's been awesome. I've had a great time, and he's just reminiscing about his time being in Utapri.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I assume that's what the interviews are all about.
Well, if it was anything other than Utapri, I'd frankly be a little surprised.
Yeah, I don't know why they would talk about any other series in an Utapri photo.
Right. Especially because, like, well, I don't know about at this time because the anniversary is coming up.
The Star Wars performance is fire, for sure. It's so good. Okay, and then here's Suzuken.
Aww.
And then it says Amasato.
He's just a massive dork, whatever he does.
Yeah. And then, interview in Japanese.
Yes.
All right, Taniyama fans, here you go. Look at this man smiling, looking cool. That's a good smile. I like it.
Like, ladies, get a guy who can do both.
Yeah,
compare these to his Grand Rodeo photos, and it's just like night and day. Boy, bring it.
Get you a man who can do both. Okay. interview, except he looks super serious in the interview pictures.
He's a rock star at heart.
He's super serial.
He's super serious, super cute, super sexy. He does it all.
Yes. Cal, we got comments. Hold on.
Yes.
I agree. Anything you have to say about the Utapri, so regardless of who it is, like the answer is always like, yeah, I agree. They are amazing in everything.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's why they were picked to be in Utapri. Anyways.
And like I said, Suzuken is just happy and dorky and so completely different from Masato. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like let's see. It's a lot of type out. I feel this tension in the group friends too. See the Ramaru tribute. It was yeah. Yeah, it's like when you watch. I agree. When you watch the performance, like the specifically like the group stuff with Quartet Night in the 7th stage, it is a little like.
It's like whatever the reason he's not there, they all feel it.
Yeah, it's a little like. Well, because if you know like the reasoning why, it's just kind of like it's kind of tough because it's like damn, like it really would have been really cool to have all of them there.
Oh my gosh, Kizuna was always just kind of a happy song for me, but the first I see it performed in their second live, I'm like, God, they're crying, now I'm crying. Now that song hits differently.
Yeah.
Sweet babies.
I'm gonna have to rewatch 7th stage and see, because
yes,
I don't think I think the first time I watched, I didn't really like try to notice anything like that, because I just wanted to see like everything how it looks live and stuff.
Right.
But I think this next time that I watch it, I'm gonna like pay attention to that more.
Anything to see Shotan's face.
All right. Okay, fellow Mamo fans, just be prepared, okay? Because these pictures are just fucking adorable. Dun dun dun. Another man. This man is 40 years old now. I cannot believe that.
Bring it, King.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid, guys. I didn't mention that it was his birthday the other day. I'm so dumb.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I'm so stupid. Okay, guys, it was Mamoru Miyano's birthday the other day, and he's 40 years old now. So we must bow to the king. You dropped this crown, sir.
And he's got a kid too.
Yeah, his kid's like his son is like what, like 13 or something at this point.
Oh my gosh, that is a lucky kid.
Like 12 or 13, I think, if I remember correctly.
That's
happy birthday to
2009, 2010, I think is when he was born.
Yeah, so
yeah, he's
like 12, 13 years old.
Yeah, if he's not already.
I know, damn.
Oh.
Look,
I'm pretty sure he was the first. If I'm not mistaken, he may have been the first one of them to have a kid.
I think so.
But I know Shimono has 2 kids, but I don't know how old the oldest is.
I think his kids are young, and then Mino just had a kid, and Tatsumi just had a kid, and
did Terashima have a kid?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Mori Kubo had one a couple years ago.
A few years ago, yeah. So any of the others say you have kids?
A couple of them do, and if we're talking about just Quartet Night, far as I know, Shota's the only bachelor in the group. Yeah, no romantic interests that we know of, no kids that we know of.
Yeah, I'm unaware. But Mama was like the first one to follow him to like have a kid. Like he got an old kid.
Yep.
He's like a teenager. Okay, yeah, Tadashi has a kid too.
I thought
Um,
so.
that's what I think I remember reading somewhere that he has a kid too.
Yeah, as far
I
as
don't know.
as far as Starish goes, I think Kisho, Suabe are, far as I know, both single.
Mhm.
Toriumi, I'm not sure.
I don't know about him either.
So I'm like, so yeah, if our assumptions are correct, there's 3 of them that are bachelors.
They're single and have no children that we know of.
Right.
Because maybe someone's keeping it real on the down low. I don't know.
Well, I
I don't want
mean,
to. I don't want to look into anyone's personal life unless they say something.
I was gonna say until like a year or two ago, we didn't know Shimona was married
Yeah,
because
I
like he
remember.
announced that he had just had his second kid.
Yeah, and then everyone was like, "What?"
He's like, "You've been married for 10 years? How come we didn't know?" Well,
And
there's
now,
a
and I
reason for
remember
that.
that happened because they like took pictures of him with like one of his kids like riding a bike, and everyone was like, "Oh,
Huh.
it's him with his kid," and then everyone was like, "Wait, he has kids? Wait, he has more than one kid?"
I hadn't heard that part, but I remember hearing that he had said something like, back then I wasn't in a position to quietly hold back that part of my life, but I don't know, he feels like he's mature enough to, yep, I'm married, I have kids, responsibly talk about his private life. The
And then, as far
Yeah.
as the heavens say you, I have no clue if any of them are married or have kids.
Ah, I think Yonaga is married. I don't know if he has kids.
So yeah, I don't know about that,
Oh wait,
but yeah,
I don't
exactly.
I
It
don't
was a
follow those
paparazzi
guys as
picture.
closely.
It was a paparazzi picture because he was riding a bike with his kid, and like they took pictures of it, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, I have kids. I just had my
I
second
mean,
kid."
like, we know he's like at least late 30s, if not 40s, but just picturing him as a dad is still kind of
Well, that's
it's
the
still kind of
thing.
tough to wrap your head around.
I've always thought because I knew that Mama had a kid like way back when like I said his kid's like 12 or 13 years old at this point I think.
Yeah.
So like, and as far as I know, he still only has one child.
Yeah, that I know of.
But like, I remember like reading that like a long time ago and being like, wow, I wonder what it's like to have like him as like your dad. Like I want to
Oh my
like
god,
not that I
imagine.
want to like watch a day in the life. I don't want to watch anyone's personal life if it's not what they want, obviously, and like the culture is much
Yeah, but it's
different.
like
But
it's
it's just interesting to think about.
imagine him singing that kid to sleep as a baby.
Well, my thing was like, is it true? I don't even know if is it true that he married his high school sweetheart because that's fucking adorable if that's true.
I don't know,
I
but
don't know if I
I
read
heard that.
that and someone made that up or like
Well, the rumor I heard was that it was a shotgun wedding.
I have no idea. That I didn't read or hear
Well,
about.
all
I
I
read
know
somewhere,
is
but I mean I don't want to spread rumors, of course. I just like this is
right.
all hearsay. I don't know what the truth is because that's not my business.
Well, it's like I know Suzuken kind of recently had a kid, but before that, I'm like he and his wife were together for 10 years, and the judgmental voice in my head is like, you were married 10 years, but you had your first kid just now. Like, kind of want, I'm like, if there's a story behind that, I kind of want to know, but
I think in Japan a lot of people wait to have
mm.
kids. Like I think a lot of people in Japan have kids at a later age, like in their 30s, like after 35.
But yeah, and I don't know how old she is, because I mean, I know who she is. I've seen stuff she's done, but it's like, you know, you do you having kids when you want to, but at a certain point, it's like, okay, I'm gonna be unfair for a sec. It's like, you're getting older. It's not gonna be easy this time around.
Yeah, I mean, like I would say biologically, like it's a little bit riskier, but
Yeah, because I mean, like Nana Mizuki, I think is in her 40s, and she just had her first kid.
yeah, but I mean, that's the other thing is like, you know, it's still perfectly
Possible?
possible to have a kid, your first kid in your 40s, or have a kid
Yeah.
in your 40s after you've had kids in your 20s or your 30s or whatever. Like, it happens all the time. I just think like maybe culturally in Japan, like a lot of couples will wait a really long time to have kids, whereas like in the West, it's maybe some people wait like 2 to 3 years maybe after they're married or whatever, and
Well,
then they have kids. But I think it just depends on the people.
and for all we know, it could be the same thing with us. Like, people in our generation are getting married and having kids at later ages than our parents did.
Oh
Just because,
yeah,
like, we have a higher priority on living our lives and setting ourselves up in our jobs. Although for some of us, that's not the job is not really the case, but we're doing things differently than they did.
well,
Maybe that's the way it is for them too.
and also having kids is really expensive. I don't know how expensive it is to have children in Japan, but I mean, obviously, like the birth rate is very low in Japan, even with people waiting. It's not
Right.
as high as it is in like other countries. So like, I don't know. It just depends. Like, yeah, I feel like more people our age, like millennials, are either waiting to have kids or just don't have them at all because like one, it's too expensive, and two, like some people just don't feel the need to have kids. At least in countries like the U.S., like I feel like some people are like, yeah, I don't want to bring a kid into the into the world, or like, they'd rather just live
No.
with their spouse or whoever or their partner or have pets instead. And that's perfectly fine.
Right. And I get the whole privacy thing, especially for these people, but there's still that. Yeah, exactly. Their business, not ours, but from a curiosity standpoint, there's that little part of our fan brains that's like, you're like, "Can we see if their baby's just as cute as they are?"
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and plus, like, they have very busy careers. Like, that's why I was very surprised when I read that like Momo was married and had a kid. I was like, damn, how much do you have time for that, bro? Like, that's very like,
Well, yeah, and it's a different story
he has
because,
like a very
well, at
busy
least for
schedule.
him and Morikubo and, for all I know, Shimono, their wives are non-celebrities, so they have their everyday lives, but Suzukin, his wife is in the same field. How busy is her schedule too?
Yeah. Well, and that makes you like, cause like if it was me, honestly, like if I were to like decide on, okay, yeah, I'll have a kid right now, whatever, like I wouldn't have time for that. Hell no. I barely have time to do things for myself.
Well, yeah, but there's also, I don't know how much, like, we're in the US, we're very accepting of the working mom idea. Like, you have a kid, you're entitled to go back to work. Japan, I don't know how they are on that front, but I mean, a lot of idols retire when they get married and have kids. So I don't know if that's the same for voice actors, but for
I
all we
guess it
know, it
just
could
depends.
be.
I have no idea. And it's hard to kind of like do research on that because like I'm sure any of that information is in Japanese. It's not in English. And I wouldn't want to spend any time trying to translate it and interpreting it how I interpret it myself because my interpretation would be different from someone else's.
Right.
So you can be curious, everybody, but be respectful. Also, like it's none of our business. It's interesting to think about, but at the end of the day, whether or not they have children or have spouses or what have you, like it's not really our business. And I
We'll
think it's
just have
also
to
because
satisfy ourselves with what they decide to tell us.
I think it's also because in U.S. like popular culture, we're like there's we're so used to seeing what like every D-list celebrity is up to. Like, why would I care about this like D-list person? Why? Because that's what the tabloids are that I see at the grocery store with random people's faces on it is going to tell me. Like, it's all over the place. It's kind of hard to like escape that kind of thing. So I feel like a lot of people would be very used to it, and it's kind of like, and maybe they're like annoyed that they can't find info like that on like their favorite like Seiyu or whatever. But
Right.
it's interesting to know, but we can't speculate, and I'm not gonna speculate because, yeah. But it's interesting. But anyways, like, I can't believe I forgot that it was his damn birthday. I am the worst fan ever. I suck.
Oh, if it makes you feel any better, I did too.
What would I like to see in Utapri moving forward? I want
Oh
more
my gosh.
localization for English-speaking fans. I want more things for international fans.
I say if we're talking Utapri in general, yeah. Subtitle the DVDs.
Yes. Also, yes. SMS stage play update. I want to see damn Licorice no Mori on a stage.
Yes.
But yeah, I want more international opportunities and localization. I want to play the original games in English for fuck's sake. Just let me. I don't understand. I don't understand why you just can't port it to the Switch and have some fucking company that does it already with other Ultimate games and release it. Like, why would you not do that? Like, I really don't understand.
Because it'd probably be too convenient. Same reason they didn't bother keeping the English version of Shining Life.
Well, I think that was also a K-Lab's thing because they wanted to develop another My Hero game. Like, I like My Hero, but like, bro, why? Why do you have to make another game for this?
I mean, yet that has a fandom, but so does Utapri. The Utapri fandom did not go away overnight.
Well, yeah, and it's like the international fan. Broccoli's allergic to well, they're not broccoli anymore.
No, whatever they're called themselves, statement still stands.
Whatever they're called now, I remember what they're called now. Maybe they'll change their minds. I would love to, guys. I would pay $60 for each game. That's what I want them to know. I wouldn't pay for a bundle. Like, I'll pay $60 for each game localized. Like,
and I would buy the concert DVDs if I knew that they had the option for subtitles.
Yeah,
like,
I would.
Yeah, I want to support them too, but if I'm not, I can't understand what they're saying. I'm only going to enjoy it so much.
I wanted more than a thank you to same. Excuse me, same.
Yeah, like, that's the senpai we want to notice us.
Yeah.
It's like, freaking notice us, senpai.
Yeah. Notice me, senpai. Notice me like I noticed these pictures. I forgot to show you guys these ones. Let's see. Oh. Adorable. And then there's a sexy
When is he ever not?
I don't know.
He's probably like the most ageless one of them.
I know. All right.
I say this knowing Shoten's still a baby.
Hair is different in these pictures. Well, it's different than in the live because his hair is blonde in these pictures. Look at that pose, man.
Buddy. I
still like it. But I'm a huge.
Yeah, he's still him, but just not the best look.
I love Suwabe. He's so cool. He's
got that low key sexy voice.
He's just a nice person.
Yes.
I love him. Let's see. HappyNet, that's what they're called.
Ah. Well, hopefully.
yeah, hopefully they give
Oh my
give
god.
me shit that I want. Give me localized versions of the games. God damn it.
On this talking about Suave, I just remembered his character in Black Butler. The voice is
Oh, the
just
Undertaker.
yes. Oh
Hell
my
yeah.
god.
His like he has that like weird silly voice sometimes as the Undertaker, and then they show his face, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I get
Holy
it.
shit. But like the one Black Butler live I saw, Suave actually emerged from a coffin that was already on stage. It's like,
That's
yeah, I
sick.
was in here the whole time while y'all were getting in your seats.
That's sick. I
And
love that.
He was wearing not a kimono, but like with the pants. I forget hakama, something like that. But yeah, like dude, dedication.
Yeah, I like the Undertaker from Black Butler.
He has his moments, and at other times I'm just like, okay, dude, shush.
Well, his nail game, like I want nails like that, man. I want to know who's his manicurist.
Well, you gotta have the long fingers too.
Yeah. Well, actually, my favorite character from Black Butler is Grell, actually, because Grell is the biggest simp, and I want to be a simp like Grell.
Well, there's a difference. Well, he's simp and also borderline slut.
See, but that's also the thing. Is like I want to be like Grell. That's why I said I want to be like Grell. I want to be
please no.
a slutty simp. Actually, you know what? On Facebook, because also it's Pride Month.
Are you gonna also be a slut for William too?
No.
Because Grell basically throws himself at every man that comes across him, but Sebastian and William are the big items.
No, I just want to be like Grell in the way that like Grell is a simp, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Like Grell is the pattern that I want to follow.
Oh, you want? Yeah, you want his fashion game.
Oh, that too. But like, yeah, because it's Pride Month, so I changed my Facebook banner to Grell because I'm like, you know what, Grell is my favorite, like, they them character. So you know what, I'm gonna put Grell as my banner on Facebook. And people liked it.
He's definitely something. That's for sure.
My aunt liked that picture, and she has no idea. She doesn't know anything about anime. She just liked the picture. The Undertaker was fine. Hey man, when they showed his face, it's just like, oh my god, that face was underneath that hair the whole time. Oh, sir, why were you hiding this from us? Excuse me.
I just like that scene in the manga where they see his eyes and Grell calls it that chartreuse phosphorescence. Like that's just such an odd phrase. Oh yes.
See, that would be cool. An Utapri fan club with a special package for international fans to be able to go to future. Like, yeah,
yes.
That would be
the
cool.
closest that's happened. Shining Live had that. Put this hashtag in your profile, and you could go to whatever expo.
Okay, these are interesting pictures because look at Shimono here, like super serious, but then also adorable.
Well, that's what he is.
Like
he is Sho. He's tiny and cute, and we love him.
Like it's just I like that they have like I mentioned earlier, but I like that they have like the lettering that like spells out their character's name. I think I think that's super cool. Super sick. There's Toriumi.
Never without the hat.
Yes. I know.
Not even in non-Utapri stuff, he always has the hat.
Yeah. It's both. Yeah.
Truth.
How come there's no cat here? Why is there not a cat? There should be a cat.
Because once the cat disappears, then the man appears.
But I like black cats.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was in the first. I think it was in the second live. But when they introduced him, they're like, "Okay, this guy." He's like, "Ah."
Yeah, I like this outfit too. I like that. I like the long coat with the pants. That's very like the I forget what that
elegance.
fashion style is called in Japan, but I remember Sophia Nygaard made a video about it when she went to Japan and did the Japanese fashion stuff. I really like that outfit too. I like the long jacket.
It works.
It looks cool. It looks very cool. Okay, here you go. More Kubo fans.
Ah,
He's got a loose tie.
'cause he's just fun.
These pictures are like just very like
Hey, my girl.
I like how pro they I like how pro they are.
Well, he's been around enough.
So there's Tatsune.
Yes. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, that first picture, he might as well be wearing a leather jacket.
Yeah.
I don't
mean,
know if he is.
It kind of looks like it is actually.
Oh, it's got the zipper on the.
Yeah, if you look close, it's like a leather jacket.
Now that is a good look for him.
I feel like that's just like his everyday.
Yeah, long or short, I like Tatsune better with black hair.
All right, here you go. Shota Simps, let's go. Look at this outfit.
Oh
I like that
yes,
outfit.
yes, yes,
That was
yes.
cute. I like it.
Give me more, please.
I wish I could pull an outfit like that off too. Shit, like
I have
wish
yet
could wear
to see an
something like
outfit that he can't pull off. Yeah.
Cuddling the A.
Fondling it and cradling it at the same time.
Okay, here you go, Mimi. Here's my anal.
Ah.
This is a cool outfit too. I like the jacket. The long jackets, like the long coats, I like.
It's like trench coat, but not
Yeah,
at the
it's like
same time.
It's a trench coat length, but it's not a trench coat.
It's a blazer with a trench coat edge.
Yeah. It's just cool.
You go, boy.
Looking fine as hell. All right, let's see. Okay, I already said
Yes.
that. Let's go. Yeah.
Those boys go and they don't stop coming.
They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. Okay. So there's
Midorikawa. Yeah.
with the glasses. Looking very dapper in a suit with a scarf thing, whatever the hell that thing's called. In the pocket
Whatever.
pocket square.
Yep.
Woo. Here's everyone's favorite Ono D.
Yeah.
I feel like the Heavens outfits are more like subdued. They're more like traditional, like casual.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like I said the last time. They're like a slightly darker version of Starish.
Biz Cash Friday.
Biscuit. Ain't nothing cash about it.
Okay, this man just dresses like his character. That's totally an AG like outfit.
Well, he is the baby of the group, literally and
that.
figuratively. Eiichi's the younger character, and Yuma's the youngest of the group.
Like, I like him too. I like Yuma too.
He is sweet boy.
All right, this man is fine as hell. Love him.
Takahashi. Like he's tall and he's got it.
He's also just bought in real life for real though. Like, he just legit looks like him.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yohei Kimura is pretty fine as well. This man's fine.
Alright.
Like they picked some of the finest dudes to be in Utafree for real. Like I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know if it'd be better or the same if it was a coincidence. Like they cast them for their voices and they just happen to be fine as hell.
Probably. And then we have everyone's favorite green boy, Daiki Yamashita.
Oh, Reiji's my favorite green boy, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's cause he's Deku, and Deku's also green.
Well, that doesn't do anything for me, but okay.
Oh, that's it. Shit. Okay, and then you have credits again. And the logo. Yay! Credits! We love credits. We're a slave to the credits because now we all stay after the credits in every movie just to see if there's something at the end.
Yeah. Because, like, nowadays there's mid-credits and post-credits scenes.
Yeah. Except now, like, I always ask because my brother usually is the one that knows. I'll be like, is there an end credit scene, a mid credit scene? There isn't. Cool. I'm going to the bathroom when it's over.
Has he ever lied to you about that?
No. No, my brother likes me. He loves me. He wouldn't lie to me. I would hope. Well, yes, I was evil to him when we were younger because I'm older than him.
I'm older than my brother, and it was the opposite for us.
He's never tricked me or anything like that. Maybe because he knows I'll beat him up if he does do that. Because I would.
This is exactly why I have every intention of turning my niece into an otaku. Just to be like, you know, you made fun of me for being a nerd as kids, now I'm going to turn your daughter into one.
The ultimate revenge.
Yes. Plus, I'm an auntie. Aunties get to spoil.
Yeah, no, he's never lied to me. I mean, guys, I made my brother watch Utapri. Like, he's indebted to me now because I've made him a better person by watching Utapri. The only thing he hasn't watched is Starish Tours. Because I haven't had the chance to show him Starish Tours.
Neat.
But I think he would enjoy it. I think he would like it. He would think it's silly. But, yeah. I'm trying to think what else for the future of Utapri would I like to see. Because we only have about 35 minutes left of today's episode.
Well, would it be too much to hope for more of the anime?
I would like another season of the anime, but I don't know what would happen. Like, what would they focus on as the thing?
Well, I mean, the last season was kind of a given because season 3 ended on a cliffhanger. Season 4, I mean, it ended well if that ends up being it. But, you know, let's not write it off completely. There could still be unexplored avenues.
I would think if there's a season 5, it would chronologically be after Module Kingdom and Starish Tours.
Well, it's like, how much, because I haven't seen those, how much of a storyline is there, or is it more just a animated concert?
Oh, Module Kingdom and Starish Tours?
Mm.
They're just animated concerts.
Okay, then, so not really much of a
But they happen after season 4.
That much I could say for sure.
Like
well, the fact that yeah.
In Module Kingdom they talk about, you haven't seen Module Kingdom?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I've heard the songs, but
they specifically mention in Module Kingdom that after the Triple S Decided concert, they were all like, "Oh, we want to like put on a show like together, all 3 groups. All of us want to put on a show with each other." And so then they do Module Kingdom, and then after Module Kingdom, you have the Starish Tours special. I don't know if you've seen that.
I have not.
That it's like a 30-minute, 1 hour, whatever. Is it an hour? I can't remember. It's a special TV special for Starish, and it's just like them going camping. Well, actually, they're going glamping. They're not going camping. They're glamping.
Well, of course.
They go glamping, and it happens right after Module Kingdom because in spoilers, by the way, for people who haven't seen the special, I'm gonna spoil it for you.
Go ahead.
So they're basically taking a vacation. Like it's all about Stars. So they go glamping, and while they're driving there, they stop at like a rest stop where there's a market and stuff, and there's people, and these little kids get lost. So then like some of them help the little kids find their parents, and the little kids are like, "Oh my God, are you guys Starish?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're Starish." And they're like, "Oh my God, we saw you in concert." So those kids were in the audience of Modulus Kingdom. So they saw Modulus Kingdom, and like this happens after some time has passed from between Modulus Kingdom and then, like the present there, because they've done other jobs like separately as Starish. Like they've each done their own thing. So then they really want to put on another concert again, but like just as Starish. So then they're like, oh, let's like put on a concert ourselves. And so then you have the special where they decide that they're going to do that. And then at the end, they go see Haruka, and they're like, "Ayo, girl, can you write us some songs? Like, we want to put on a concert of our own." And she's like, "I've already started writing a new song for you guys because I just knew, because I'm the main character, and you all love me."
She knows her boys.
Yeah, and so then you watch Starish Tours, and so like Starish Tours is the result of them wanting to put on another show like as just Starish. So like that's what that is. So there's like it's like part of the timeline, like the storyline is like chronologically. But when you just watch it like by itself, like yeah, they're just concert movies, but
right.
Journey Begins, OVA goes into Star Wars, yeah. Oh, you haven't seen Kingdom yet?
I've accepted that fact.
I mean, you can watch it on High Dive.
Yeah, well, at least at that time I was stubbornly loyal to the one site I watch my anime from, and they still haven't uploaded it. But
I think you can also watch it on YouTube if you look hard
enough. I might try that. But yeah,
but I won't tell you where. That's crazy. Well, I mean,
not on this thing.
Yeah, so in order, season 1, 2, 3, 4, Modulus Kingdom, the OVA, and then Star Wars.
Yeah. Like, and to you, Maya and Mimi, no, I haven't seen it yet. Yes, that's crazy, but it is what it is. Now, spoilers don't bother me, so don't hold back.
Yeah, they're fun. If you had to, okay, Chet, which do you like better, Modulus Kingdom or Starish Tours? Because Starish Tours is the newest one.
Well, the Starish Tours is mostly just the solo stuff that we've seen popping up. I mean, I'm still playing Shining Live Japanese, and I'm noticing the new songs come up, and I'm like, oh, this is the Starish Tours stuff.
Yeah, so in Modulus Kingdom you have the unit songs, you have the group songs, and then with Starish Tours, like everyone gets a new solo, and then there are 2 like cross unit songs, and then you have like the little, I don't know what to call those songs at the end, like during the encore. I guess they're they have like their own little encore songs, but it's just like the roommates singing together. Except Cecil also sings with Natsuki and Sho, I think. But like Tokia and Ultia have like a little duet together, and then Masato and Rin have a little duet together, and then the other 3 have like a trio. And then
like little bonus encore songs.
Kind of, yeah. And then they have like group songs. They have like 2, 3 group songs.
Alright.
Starish Tours. Oh, okay. I'm surprised you said that, Mimi. I would think you would like Modulus Kingdom better because it has Quartet Night in it, but
well, look at her later comment.
Okay. Modulus Kingdom is great though. Has Feather in the Hand. Starish Tours is better for me.
Is it better for you because it's got more solo stuff? That's what I'm thinking.
I let's see. Can't pick. I think. I would say right now, I would say Starish Tours. just because it's newer.
But
And
it's not a matter of quality, it's just
it's
newer.
I like the songs in Modulus Kingdom. Like I love Kaleidoscope. I love Ultra Blast. But I do really like when they have solos.
Oh, yes.
And getting to watch them do solo songs in the music, in the way they're animated, like the 3D animation, I think that's really cool. And I like when you watch Stars Tours, whenever it's someone solo, you have two of the other boys like in the background, like being background dancers.
That's nice.
And it's really cute. It's cool. Or like there's one of them in the background doing something.
Especially with like show songs when there's like a call and response kind of thing, the backup guys could be the response.
I think with shows, because his is the last solo, it's just like the rest of the guys are just like, ooh.
Oh yeah, because like in the first stage, when he's saying, I think, changing our song, the other guys are on the top row with their glow sticks they're jumping and dancing along with him.
Yeah, because I can't remember the order of Star Tours, but in terms of the solos, so like just as the first solo, Altea.
Yeah.
He has, I think, isn't it just Masato playing the piano for him in that one chat? I can't remember. But like he's there helping perform, and then with like
oh, I just thought of
with
something I'd want to see if the anime continues. Borrowing from Shining Live.
it also has Samurai Zamiat.
Well, yeah. But they had this when they had the global version, when they were acting as each other's managers, like setting up their solo concerts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I liked those events.
Not necessarily the same thing, but I would like to see that maybe like different arrangements, swap out the partnerships, but yeah, show them promoting each other. Because I'm like, yeah, we already know they're great performers. Now they get to act as a behind the scenes too. And that tests how well they can handle themselves in the industry.
Yeah, I agree, Mimi. I think that's also why I like Star Tours more, because it's fully CG. There's no like hand drawn anything, like cell animated. Like there is in Modulus Kingdom, and like it's when they're talking in Modulus Kingdom, that's not CG. Like certain shots aren't CG, so it just looks like the anime, and that's fine because like the OVA special is like the anime. But like
that
the
actually makes a lot of sense though.
But like the concert, I like where it's more flowy and they're 3D. Yeah, it does feel like a genuine recording. Like they wave and stuff to the camera and they like do stuff that you would see in like a live show. So I like that little detail. Also, I just like that they kind of like upped the like the like special effects in Star Tours, because like there's moments where like Show like flies on a fucking dragon and like that's cool and like that's a cool effect. You know, they had the flying like train in Modulus Kingdom, and they have like the hoverboards like in Kaleidoscope and stuff. But like they up the ante with Star Tours because they have the flying dragon, they have the creepy food with faces and arms and legs and shit for Natsuki's solo. I like, how did they do that? Like, are those things actually sentient? Like, where do those things go after the like? It's weird. They have that. They have the whole part in Start Hours where they're like flying in their like jackets that change colors, and like they're floating in the air, and they like, it looks really scary to do in real life, but it looks really cool. Also, yeah, I forgot about that. They got their pilot licenses apparently because they fly their own private jet into the venue.
That I mean, Reiji's got his license, so he could drive a car into the thing for all we care.
Yeah, so yeah, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, they're showing Triple S again at Anime Expo this year. I am not going to Anime Expo this year because I'm already going to a Fall Out Boy concert and I'm going to Disneyland for my birthday in September. So like, yeah, that's too much money to spend. But if you are going to Anime Expo and y'all missed Triple S Love and Dream last year, the like 2 or 3 times you could watch it, they're only showing it one time at Anime Expo this year. And it's not in a movie theater. I believe it's in a like conference room, panel room. I believe, and it's only one time. They're showing it once. I don't remember which date. So you have to go look that up. Yes, Sarah. It is coming back. So if you missed it last year, like I said, you can watch it. Basically making animated versions of Shining Love events.
Yes.
I would love to do that. That would be really cool.
Thank you. Maybe not necessarily the same events, but the same idea, you know.
Yeah, also it's in a panel room. So it's not a movie theater. It's much smaller space. So if you do want to go see it and you didn't get a chance last year, you need to get there early. But again, I'm only giving you my advice because that's what I've learned from going to Anime Expo. It is a shit show. It can be very badly handled in terms of like how they like dilute traffic and stuff. So just be aware that you will probably run into a lot of crowded places that shouldn't be crowded at Anime Expo, regardless of how many people they have trying to run the shit. Yeah, that's interesting. Again, what the fuck, High Dive? I don't know why they're not showing Star Wars Tours at Anime Expo this year. If they were to show it, I mean, I feel like they would have announced it already. But who knows?
I don't want to put anything out there thinking they may be doing a surprise, but if that were the case, that could go either way. So
honestly, I feel like they would have done that if they had like a Seiyu who's in to pre-cum. They probably would have tried for that, but I don't think so. But for all you Idol 7 fans, they're gonna have Soma Saito, so okay, yeah. Oh, it's a non-clearing room. Great. Well, I'm kind of glad I'm not going then because I hate non-clearing rooms at conventions.
Yeah, for those of us who were out of the loop, what exactly is a non-clearing room?
Okay, so good question. So a non-clearing room. Okay, so what happens at big conventions like Anime Expo? Sometimes they'll have panel rooms that are non-clearing, which means they'll have this set schedule of panels, right? But when so maybe the first panel is at like 10 in the morning, right? So it'll be a panel for like some anime or whatever, and then the next panel is for something completely different, possibly, and that's scheduled at like 11:30 or something. What will usually happen is once a panel is over, like, you know, everyone has to leave, like you leave the room. In a non-clearing room, you don't have to leave after the panel is over. You can stay in that room for as long as you want. You can stay in that room all day and stay in the same seat for every single panel that's going on in that room. You don't have to leave. They don't clear the room when the panel is finished. I don't know why they do non-clearing rooms. It doesn't, I guess, to like help with the flow of traffic, because then not a lot of people, like, if you're going to stay in a non-clearing room, it's not as many people leaving at the same time out of like 1 or 2 exits.
Yeah,
while other people are coming in. That's probably why they have non-clearing rooms. Like when Modular Kingdom was at Anime Expo in 2019, that was in a non-clearing room. So, and like the Utapri stuff was like the second event in that room. So the first event was Human Lost, which Mamoru Yano was in that movie. So when we went to go see Modular Kingdom at Anime Expo, we lined up for that first panel so we could get seats, and we had to sit and watch the first panel. I mean, we still got to see Momo, so like that's cool. The movie was you know. I've never read that work by Osamu Dazai, but yeah. So we watched that, and then some people left because the next event was Utapri, but we stayed. And so, like, also in a non-clearing room, like, if people leave and you're, like, maybe a few rows back than what you want to be, you can, like, move seats.
Yeah.
But,
so, like, there's upsides and downsides.
Yeah, so that's what a non-clearing room is. They just don't clear the whole room when the panels are over. And again, like I said, if you want to stay in that room all day, you can. So that's also the other thing is like if it's in a non-clearing room, you have to make sure that like maybe if you missed the first panel and you want to come to the second and it's in a non-clearing room, you want to make sure you're closer to the front of the line so that way you actually have a chance to at least get a seat. Maybe it'll be like somewhere in the middle or in the back, but at least you're going to get a seat because not everyone's going to stay all day in that room.
Right.
So it just depends. But yeah, that's a non-clearing room. I think they only do them at like big conventions like Anime Expo. I feel like local small conventions, they're not going to have non-clearing rooms.
Because, yeah, that might explain why I'm not familiar with that.
Because they won't have like as many panels and stuff. But yeah, so if you ever go to a con as big as Anime Expo or go to Anime Expo itself, just like, know that there are rooms like that. So it's good to like see what's in a non-clearing room and what isn't. Because for non-clearing rooms and stuff, people will line up hours ahead. And sometimes once the room is full, they cap the room. And if you're like, if they take in the person in front of you and they say, sorry, the room's full, you're like screwed.
Will they like say up front if this is a non-clearing room?
I believe so. I believe they will. And then of course, if once the room is full, and they're at capacity, obviously they will tell the people in line like the room is full for this panel. Like you can't come in. It's not like during the panel if people leave randomly at random points that like, oh yeah, they'll let someone in. No. They're going to wait for that panel to end and then wait for people to leave the non-clearing room again, and then they'll just let in as many people as they can fill in all the seats.
Right.
Okay, so Triple S is the first panel in that non-clearing room. So if you want a seat, you better line up first thing in the morning. Oh yeah, they are doing there is an Idol 7 concert movie coming. I hope we get it. I want to see it. If not, oh well, I'll have to wait for it to come out on streaming somehow. Yeah, so when I went to go see Module of Kingdom, I mean, we got there pretty early. We got to the hotel like 5 a.m. on that day. And there was still quite a long line. So we were like closer to the front, but we weren't like at the very front. We were closer to the front, and we were like on the right side of the room. So we had a good seat. Like I was able to see everything. No, Mimi, no. Oh my god. But I bet you were awake during the part with Momo and Tadashi, though. Because everyone was screaming their heads off.
I sympathize with that. I understand the idea of, get there first, get good seats, but I just cannot will myself out of bed that early.
I will say, because I've done it several times now for events at Anime Expo, it is exhausting. Having to wake up, also like just leaving like in terms of like early in the morning anyway, like to leave, like to go home, because I would I like booked a flight, the earliest flight I could get, and it's at like 8 a.m, and having to get up at 5 just to get to the airport by like 6. Like Yeah, I think for Modulov Kingdom, I think we woke up super like at around like 4 or something, 4 in the morning maybe. Got ready, took an Uber, got there at like 5, around 5 o'clock, and luckily it was in like the Marriott. It was in the hotel, so it wasn't in like the actual convention center. So all you had to do was like show your badge, and that's it. I mean, obviously this was before COVID. Last year when we did stuff and we got ready and got there by like 5 a.m., there was people like lined up out, like this is just us trying to get inside the actual venue, like inside the convention center, like before the doors, when the doors open. And that was hell. That was a nightmare. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think they allowed some people, I think some people camped out in front of that room, like in the middle of the night. Or like they stayed there the evening before and just sat there in line till the next morning, I believe.
I don't know most cons that would allow that.
I think it was because they had a premium badge. If I remember correctly. Well, again, this was also pre-COVID. This is before COVID, so like
right.
Just the way
and
that
it might be,
you know, they ran everything last year was
yeah.
awful.
And it might be like you said, this is a larger cons thing, because I think my local con, which is big or small depending on how you look at it, they don't let you line up for, I think, more than, I want to say 30 minutes ahead, but that might be a stretch.
Oh yeah, no. With Anime Expo, some people wait hours. Hours. It's kind of like when you go to a concert. Like, the second time I saw Panic at the Disco in concert, the concert was at like 7 p.m. or something like that. I waited in that line like all day.
Right.
In the sun in Arizona. So yeah, I waited all day in that line. When I saw Fall Out Boy the first time, I waited pretty much all day in a line outside in the hot sun. In like August in Austin.
There's a lot of things I would do, but I would not do that.
So yeah, like that, like we sat on the hot sidewalk. My thighs were like burning hot, and also ants were biting me and stuff. Like, you know, sitting inside a hotel on the carpet at Anime Expo in 2019, that was like heaven compared to waiting outside on the hot sidewalk for something.
I'm gonna say the closest I've ever come to something like that was lines for autographs, and for those they definitely won't let you line up more than X amount of time ahead. But
yeah, well,
this past November, we found the spot where the voice actor was going to be, and we're like, okay, here's the entrance, this is where we sit. And mind you, I was in a kimono wearing Gaeta, and I'm like, yeah, I can't walk that fast. I'm like, it's going to be an adventure just sitting down. But we did it, and it was great.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
Something about waiting in line.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. Oh, when you mentioned autographs, well, at Anime Expo, you have to get a ticket for an autograph session. So you have to wait in another line just to get a ticket for an autograph session before you wait in line to get an autograph.
I had heard that when I was crossing my fingers / planning to try and go for when Terashi and Miyano were gonna be there, because I'm like, I like these guys, I want to see these guys, but it just wasn't gonna work
well,
out.
They didn't have an autograph session either.
I just wanted to see them and like get a picture with them.
Yeah, no. I mean, they kind of did that at the end of Modulove Kingdom, like when people were leaving, like they were kind of like still on the stage chilling there, and like people were like selfies, you know, but I can't remember if I don't remember. Anyways, No, yeah, I was gonna say like with I don't really mind waiting in lines all that much. Because again, I've waited in line, for concerts. A lot of the times, I've been to Disneyland so many times. I really don't mind waiting in a line to ride a ride. I don't care how long the line is. Okay, if it's like a 3 hour wait, unless I've never ridden it before, I'll take my chances elsewhere. But I remember one time it was our last day and we wanted to ride Space Mountain for the last time before the park closed, and it kept breaking down and we're like so close in line, and I was like, no, I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait to ride. I want to ride this ride and have it be my last ride of our trip. I will wait until they say we have to leave. Like, I'm gonna wait in the line until either we ride the ride or they tell us we have to go home because they're closed. We got to ride the ride.
Yay!
We were the last people. We were like the last group of people that got to ride it. So that was cool. That was fun. I'm like, yeah. And I told my parents and my brother, I'm like, aren't you glad that I said we should wait because we got to ride the ride? And that was our last ride of the trip. So, I really don't mind waiting in lines. It's just like with Anime Expo, they always schedule shit. It always seems like you have to. Sometimes they'll schedule things where it's like I have to pick one or the other. I can't do both. Because you could be waiting for a panel and go to that panel, but then there's like an autograph session that maybe doesn't require tickets, or another panel that's like in a non-clearing room, so you have a chance to get a seat. But their waiting times like overlap, or like one ends while people have been waiting hours in line for the other panel, and you get in line for the other panel.
Yeah.
And you're like near the end of the line, so you might not even get in. So it's just kind of like you kind of have to pick what
I get that very much.
Wow, you left showing in the middle of church.
Yeah, when I go to cons, I skip church completely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But like I tell people in advance so they're not wondering where I am.
Well, my thing is like, you know what, Jesus, well, I don't go to church anymore, but if this was me, I would be like, I see you every Sunday, man. You can do without me on a Sunday, all right? I want to see these Japanese voice actors, okay?
Well, I mean, you do you wherever you are. If that's all you need to worship.
Yeah, there were people who camped out. I remember that correctly distinctly because I remember people saying like, "Oh yeah, we've been here since like 7 last night." Like, how? I left church just to be there on time. We were literally oh yeah, for sure. Well, the only thing that sucks is like all the restaurants around the convention center are so expensive. They're not like that expensive, but even the fast food, it's like, wow, I have to pay like $12 for a burger and fries. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but sometimes it's worth it.
Oh yeah, I've never been to a panel at my local convention, just because it's just like, I don't really feel the need to go to a panel when I could go to another, like, I could, if it's a voice actor or something, I could be like, well, I could just see them at another convention later on and go sit in a panel, like,
right.
Like, it's not that big of a deal to me.
I've been there before.
That was crazy. I had Annie on in a previous episode, and actually we met each other like IRL in that hellhole like mosh pit that happened when everyone was trying to get a poster. This poster, actually, that poster. That's Modulove Kingdom. That poster.
Okay.
Oh yeah, when we were waiting in line, I was playing Shining Live.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people. This would have been years ago playing Love Live on their phones, and this is before Shining Live was a thing.
Jesus Christ, man! They scheduled an Ultimate panel at the same time as Triple S Love and Dream from an Ultimate friend. Jesus, oh my god! I'm still so bitter about
That's really when you got to pick your battles.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, good luck Oh my god. Good luck to everyone trying to get an autograph session for Obey Me again this year, because last year was a fucking shit show. And this year, I think they're trying to make up for it by telling you where to get tickets beforehand, because they didn't do that last year, and that's what fucked everything up. But then they have like premium sessions, and there are only 4 premium session tickets. Apparently, there's only 4 of them. So yeah, good luck to everybody to get those. I'm sure the scalpers won't get those tickets. No way in hell. I'm being very sarcastic, by the way. Because there were people crying last year because they missed out on the autograph tickets, and like one lady apparently in the comments of that video that I made talking about it told me that she paid like an ungodly amount of money from a scalper who got a ticket just so her daughter could go to the autograph session. And I'm like, okay, you must really love your kid, because I would have been totally broke if that was me trying to buy off a scalper. It's awful. It's so bad. That's like one of the only bad things about Anime Expo is like the ticketing things for like the autographs and stuff. It's off. It's so bad. Well, good fucking luck. I don't envy anyone trying to get that. That's one thing I'm sad I won't be able to go to try to see them again this year, but I'm happy that that's not something I'm gonna have to worry about with the lines and such with that. So, but yeah, good luck to everybody trying to do that. I hope it works out better than last year, because last year was bad, very, very bad.
Yes.
They definitely underestimate the Ultimate franchises at Anime Expo when they plan things like that. They definitely underestimate how many people are going to spend money to go and try to participate in that. I don't think that was a problem with Modular Kingdom, because that was already planned for a giant room. It was a non-clearing room, but it was a giant room. Because we have these very famous Japanese seiyuu in coming for that. Whereas with Obey Me, I think they're like, oh yeah, it's just some like Ultimate mobile game, like who cares? And they underestimated how many people were gonna go to try and get stuff for that. So
right,
we'll see. Second year in a row where they're doing this. So yeah, we'll just have to find out for people that go. And yeah, they didn't really. I hope next year they do something more Utapri related, but I mean, here's hoping. If they showed Star Tours in a big panel room like that, maybe I would go, just so I can like participate. It'd be fun.
So you can do like the
yeah,
response
because at
chants.
that point, the movie will have been out for a few years. At that point, everyone has had, mostly everyone will have had the chance to have seen it already, and know the chants and everything. Not everybody, but some people, most people.
Well, I don't know if they would do that for this, but when one of my favorite J-pop groups, they were announced that they were coming to New York for a concert, they were posting videos of their live performances as like a chant guide. Like when they sing this song, this is how you cheer along. So maybe they would do something like that.
Yeah. It's it's an interesting experience. You kind of have to go and see what happens for yourself with stuff like that, because you never really know with Anime Expo. I really think that, the only reason that me and my friend Chantal got into the Oh Baby panel last year is because we kind of cut in line and snuck in there, just to get back into the convention center. We weren't supposed to do that, and we did it, and they didn't stop us. So like if we had like done it the correct way, we wouldn't have been able to like go and see it. Yeah, usually someone will make a call book for Utapri. Like they did that for Modulov Kingdom, and then we watched Modulov Kingdom, and like all of the calls were translated instead, like they weren't in Romaji. Like the ones that were supposed
to be. So it didn't help much.
They were just everything was in English, so it was kind of like, oh, this isn't even like what the call book says. And for some people, like that was like the first time they're hearing the song, so it's kind of like, well, shit, I don't know what I'm just gonna scream.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't sound helpful.
Okay, before we go, Mimi did have some updates on some of the stuff that she talked about that we talked about in news. So let me just read this real quick and then we'll end the episode because I'm tired and I'm hungry. And again, we're gonna have another episode next week, so you don't have to wait too long. All right. So Mimi also made a Tumblr post about this, but I'm just gonna read what she corrected because some stuff has been like corrected. Amendments rather. So okay. So since publishing, a shareholder that goes by the handle of @ArisMMN on Twitter has published a report on the meeting, the last Broccoli meeting. Okay, so through their comprehensive report, she was able to make these amendments. I may at a later time translate other key points from their coverage that were not already mentioned previously, but it is highly encouraged to read for yourselves. So she corrected, this is the correction. At this time, it seems there is only one female executive in the company, and their name is Sayaka Kono, and she is believed to be the producer responsible for overseeing the Utapri project. There are currently no women on the board of directors. So that's the corrected information. Next corrected information, because Broccoli will be delisting themselves from the market, this would be their final public shareholder meeting. So instead of it being their final meeting under the Broccoli name, it's just more so clearing that up. The next correction is Broccoli was also asked why Bactel and Utapri were so similar despite having nothing to do with each other, and asked if their neglect for female-oriented content, despite their enthusiasm towards male-oriented IPs, had to do with the lack of women among the board of directors. Their response is as follows. On the similarities between Bactel and Utapri, the company does not perceive it to be that way. On the lack of women among the board, while there are no women among the board of directors, they do have a female executive officer, likely referring to Sayaka Kono, who is involved. Oh shit! What the fuck? Where did I go? Who is involved in the development of concepts. Within the company, women also outnumber men in middle management positions, and female employees are constantly involved in projects such as Utapri. The prospect of a female on the board is welcome and desired, but they do not consider appointments solely on gender alone. Again, because of the amount of women in the company, it is only a matter of time before some of them transfer to director or executive officer positions. They also emphasize that the opinions of female staff are more readily accepted and incorporated compared to their male counterparts when it comes to content creation. All of this to say that the company feels they are not inhibiting their voices. So that's the corrected information from the previous one that we read last time. And then, again, Sentai announced the release of a Substars Tours DVD, Blu-ray. Go pre-order it so people know that you want more Utapri shit. Internationally. And then Anime Expo, they're rescreening Triple S Love and Dream. It's on, okay, here's the date. It's on July 3rd, which is, I think that's Monday. That's the Monday, yeah. July 3rd is the Monday of the convention. Yeah. And they're only showing it once, so good luck. And then Shining Life Omnibus Drama CD announcement as well. So that's the news. Also, happy birthday, Natsuki Show. Happy birthday, Mamo, as well, of course.
I would say at this point, it's happy belated birthday, Miyano. Happy birthday,
we need more women on the board. Yeah, we need more women in positions like that for sure. Specifically with Ultimate franchises, I mean, like, come on now.
Yeah. They're literally designed for women.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's episode. It's been a fun time. I'm glad I was able to show you guys this more in depth. Go try to go buy it for yourself. Go watch it or Google where you can watch it. I don't know. It's great. It's not my favorite live out of the Monty Love lives. I still think the sixth live is the best one, or it's my favorite personally. Um, but yeah, you got anything else you want to plug or say or what have you before we go?
Nothing more than the usual.
All right, cool. Well, chat. Thank you very much. Yes, Kauto and Satsuki as well. Happy birthday. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Again, we're gonna have an episode next week, so you don't have to wait 2 weeks. You only gotta wait till next week. We'll have another episode, and then I am gonna go dark on the podcast the 23rd and the 30th. So don't be sad. We're not going anywhere. I'm just going on a little mini hiatus till the 7th of July. After that. But if you got any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments on the VOD for this, on any of the VODs for the previous episodes, or send them to me on Twitter or Discord if you have me on Discord. And as always, have fun, stay safe. We'll see you in the next live, in the next video. I promise I'm going to upload more videos. Have fun, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.